Plans for the Shanghai World Expo 2010 are well underway, and New Zealand's pavilion promises to stand out with an innovative and interactive project. A waka maumahara, or ceremonial canoe, made from native kauri timber will be carved on site and gifted to the Chinese government on New Zealand's National Day, July 9. For Māori, Tāne Mahuta is the god of all things living within the forest. As the kauri timber for use in this project once lived in the forest, respect must first be paid to Tāne Mahuta before any work can begin. Once Tāne Mahuta has been acknowledged, a karakia or prayer is said to lift any restrictions from the kauri log itself.
The karakia is actually to whatever the tree's been through, you know, and we're lifting everything off it. So when we start working on it, it's just to clear everybody from anything that could have happened to the tree from the beginning right to today.
At the moment they're marking it out so that they can make the cut. Once they've made the cut, it'll be transported in two pieces to Doubtless Bay to Heck Busby's property.
The finished carving will be a significant representation of New Zealand-China relations and tell a detailed story of the history of both cultures and the relationship shared.
That's what this canoe represents, is about connecting pieces and making it a story. Carving is actually written language, and it writes down your whakapapa, writes down your tribal history, your events that you want to portray. And so I'm actually a writer, historian, all of those sorts of things.
The waka maumahara, known as te Kakano, or the seed, will be gifted to the government and people of China by Prime Minister John Key on behalf of New Zealand. The waka will be placed in a prominent Shanghai location and represent an enduring partnership between China and New Zealand. The completed carving will stand as a symbol of cultural respect from the people of Aotearoa, New Zealand, to the people of China.
Because it's going to Shanghai, we're trying to try and match up Chinese philosophy with Māori philosophy. And we'll do it in designs, patterns, stuff like that. For us as a journey, as a carver, is to try and understand another culture that's right around the other side of the world, and try and find out where we meet as a people.
The design and carving process is detailed, time-intensive, and requires the work of many. Students from Te Puia, the National Institute of Māori Arts and Crafts, will travel with the waka maumahara to China, where they'll continue the carving process as part of the New Zealand Pavilion experience at the Shanghai World Expo.
We don't have enough time to finish this hull, so what we're doing, we'll prepare it, get the designs all ready, and then we'll take the students over there, and we have 2 lots of students. They'll spend a month, each group will spend a month there, and we'll finish the designing over there. Hopefully it'll get tied together over there and stood up, and that'll be our role, I guess, for the next 6 months at least.
Before heading to Shanghai, the waka maumahara made its journey south to the carving school at Te Puia, located in Rotorua.
Getting the log here was just stage 1. Getting it roughly cut is stage 1. The rest of it is really up to us. Over 42 years the carving school has been going. Most projects like this would take over 2 years to complete. Everything's been set aside for Shanghai, and that's how important it is for Te Puia, in fact for New Zealand.
Oh, it's been a journey. I mean, it came out of the swamp 2 years ago, and we say we didn't find it, it found us. It waited for 3,500 years for the right people in the right place and right process to come along. So when we took it out of when it was taken out of the swamp and we had the log there, we blessed it with our tohunga, spiritual leader, Shanghai Busby. master canoe maker. We took it to his place to form it, using his skills, brought it down here, and our carvers have worked on it ever since.
This is sort of like the centerpiece for the doorway of the whole waka concept. So yeah, so I got the lucky job of working on that.
3,500 years old when this was starting to grow, a group of people left Central Asia. They went through the islands, into the Pacific and down to here. And so part of this journey is returning back to where we originally come from, and it's like completing a full circle.
The journey that this log takes and that we take with it, that it takes us on the journey with it as well. And just to be part of that, it's quite special in itself. Yeah, quite privileged actually.
You know, Māoris as many thousands of years ago may have originated from the east coast of China. So in another way it lends an idea that perhaps this piece is going home and to be a beacon for our people to reconnect.
On departure from New Zealand, a poroporaaki or traditional farewell was held and included prominent members of the Māori community, as well as Prime Minister John Key and Chinese Ambassador to New Zealand, Mr. Zhang Li-ming.
One of the reasons it was decided that we would take a carving of a waka or waharoa was it symbolises New Zealand's relationship with China. The waka has often been used to explore and open up new lands and relationships, and we're hopeful that this project too can open up new relationships.
The concept of a symbolic gateway is not uncommon to the Chinese culture, but a gateway carved into a magnificent standing waka is something uniquely Māori and therefore uniquely New Zealand.
They take away the depth of our culture and the depth of respect we're showing to them through this particular gift. It's a gift of the heart, it's a gift of culture, and I'm sure that when you peel back many layers, they'll see that, they'll feel it, and then they'll respect it.
Sharing stories, traditions and values that have been handed down over the centuries is central to New Zealand's Māori culture. What better way of sharing this unique element of New Zealand than taking the culture to China and the rest of the world at the Shanghai World Expo 2010.